Hey guys, Shelly with Thrifty Farm Mama. Doing a video on what sold in the last few days. I was actually, I was planning to do this. Today's Tuesday, April 4th. And I was planning to do this Sunday night because I kind of wanted to show you guys actually physically like the items that sold. And that didn't happen. We ended up going to Red Robin to celebrate three of our younger daughters' birthdays that happened in February and March. But our family has been so sick the last pretty much every day of February and March. Somebody in my household was sick, and so we weren't able to really celebrate birthdays very well. So we kind of had like all the like all six of my children, my oldest son's girlfriend. So it was a big meal at Red Robin Sunday, and then Sunday evening just came and I didn't get a chance to get everything together, and then it was getting later and my oldest daughter wanted to spend some time with me, so I ended up just packaging everything up and shipping it out Monday morning, and I didn't do the video, and I was going to do the video yesterday morning, and I started doing the video on my phone because I normally do everything on my iPad, and my phone didn't have enough memory, and then it's quit like 2 minutes into it, so I'm like, and then it's spring break this week, so all my kiddos are home, and yesterday just happened to be one of those days, and everybody that has multiple children will know, it's just, sometimes you just have days where it's just one thing after another, one spill after another disaster. Like there was at one point that I had two of my kids at the kitchen table. I have this gorgeous farm table that my brother-in-law made me. It's huge, and they had taken out, my mother-in-law had bought my daughter one of those memory cement kits that you can put your palm in and you can put like mosaic art all around it. Well, they had taken it out of the box, and the cement powder was on the table, and they were like rubbing it around on the table, so it scratched my tabletop. So they were doing that, and then my youngest two were in the bathroom playing in the sink with soap and water and all the bath toys, so that was getting all over the floor, so at the same time. So that's just life, and it happens, and you just deal with it one thing at a time. So it didn't happen yesterday, and now I actually am at little Christian school here in my town. I'm yet again switching schools for my daughter, and this is one of the frustrations of being a mom. It doesn't matter if you have one child, if you have 10 children. That feeling of constantly wondering if you're doing the right thing and wanting to do the best for your kids, and then questioning yourself. Am I really doing the best thing for my kids? Is this the best choice? Well, I had decided not last year, the year before, to homeschool my autistic son and my then first grader, and that was a challenge all on its own, just because they wanted to push my son into middle school, and he was not emotionally ready for middle school yet, and so I thought, well, I'll just hold him back one more year, and that was a challenging year. And then my daughter, who is amazing, we just butt heads, and we're just too similar in personality, and so every time it was time to do an assignment, it was a battle, and it was a fight. So pretty much in the middle of the year, I almost had a nervous breakdown, and I'm like, all right, that's it. So I put my daughter back into public school, and that was the middle of second grade. Now she's the middle of third grade, and I think she knows less now than she did when I put her in school, and I'm so frustrated with the public school system. I'm frustrated that she has fallen behind so bad, and I feel like the Common Core curriculum is not teaching our kids. It's not giving them basic knowledge. She can't tell time. She doesn't know her seasons. She doesn't know her months. She doesn't know her days of the week. Like, just basic, like, these are things you need to know to just function in life. And so I'm getting her tested today to kind of just see where she's at, and I know that this little private school, they just teach in a different way. They really emphasize reading, and she's struggling in reading because they teach in public school here, they teach to test. So they basically, all their teaching goes to looking good on a test for the state. So they're not really retaining a lot of information. And this is like knowledge from her teacher. I asked her, you know, is she ready for fourth grade next year? And her teacher's like, none of these kids are ready. None of them are ready for fourth grade. So that just kind of, okay, so this is kind of our move. Anyway, that was a side note for any of you interested. So that's what I'm doing this morning. She's in there testing, and I'm going to do a little video, and then I'm going to go to the post office and maybe the thrift store. You know you're a thriftaholic when you literally cannot go a week without going into a thrift store, and you start to have like withdrawals because you're like, there could be something there that I'm missing and somebody else is going to get it. Anyway, okay, so some numbers for this last weekend. So I'm going to give you my sales from Saturday, Sunday, and then yesterday. Yesterday, because actually yesterday was a better day for me than Saturday and Sunday both. And Sunday, I actually ran a sale in my store, 10% off the entire day, which I don't know if that, you know, it seems like whenever I run a sale, people still lowball me because I do all my listings best offer, or buy it now with best offer. And it seems like when I run a sale, I just get like ridiculous offers already when everything's on sale. And I price my stuff like I want to move it. I am not in the business of storing anything. I don't want to be a hoarder. So I want to move my stuff. Like I'm not unrealistic with my pricing. So anyway, Saturday on April 1st, my gross sales, so that's before everything, was $98.04. And so just a little to kind of give you guys an idea of like how many. I have a basic store, which is like $19.95 a month. And as soon as I figured out I wanted to do this, I got a store. And I was calling them and I'm like, when can I list more? When can I list more? Because they give you like, you can only list so many at a time before they all bump it up. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to get a store and then I can have 250 items. No, that's not how it works. You get a store, and then when you get up to that point, then you can list that many. So it probably took me 3 to 4 months to be able to list. I think right now I'm at 880 items I can list, and I haven't reached that in a month. I haven't even come close yet. So right now I have a basic store. I have as of yesterday, I had 270 items, yay, in my store. And once I hit 300 to 400 items in my store, I'll probably bump up to a premium, just because the last 2 months, right around the 20th, I hit my limit, and then I start paying a 20-cent per listing fee for every additional listing. Okay, we can go into stores later if you guys want to hear it. But so Saturday I sold 6 items, and my gross sales were $98.04. The first thing, I sold a pair of Tommy Bahama women's pants, size 10, and I sold them. I took a best offer of $12 plus $3.99 shipping. And real quick, if you want to know how I do shipping, I've been playing with shipping since I started this business, and it'll probably switch up. You know, who knows what exactly I'll do tomorrow or the next day. But right now, if it's first class or under a pound, I pretty much charge between $1.99 and $3.99, depending on the weight. If it's under 8 ounces, I usually charge $1.99. If it's over 8 ounces, I usually charge $3.99. So it's not calculated shipping, just because the buyer seems to have to pay more in shipping when they do calculated. And I just think it looks better. Free shipping is hard because when people lowball you and then you have to pay the shipping on top of that, I tried it once, and I just found that my profit just went way down. So for a lot of people though, that works great. And a lot of people do free shipping. And you just have to figure out what works for you. This is working for me right now. I offer a discount on shipping, so I don't mind picking up part of the shipping, and I think it looks better than like if you're offering calculated or a higher shipping rate. So I think people are more apt to pay $1.99 as opposed to $3.99 or whatever the shipping actually is. So, okay, so I sold a pair of Tommy Bahama pants. I sold a Land's End bathing suit, just a women's 8 petite. I sold it for a best offer of $7, plus I charged $1.99 shipping because it was less than 8 ounces. Oh, on the Tommy Bahama pants after, those cost me 50 cents, those Tommy Bahama pants at a bag sale from my thrift store. So they cost me 50 cents after shipping, fees, PayPal, eBay, all of the fees. I profited $9.27. The Land's End bathing suit sold for $7 plus $1.99 shipping. I paid 60 cents for it. After fees and shipping costs, I made $4.25. I sold a Katina Marie floral, burnout long sleeve shirt, top, size medium. I took a best offer of $12.50 for it, plus $2.99 shipping. It cost me 25 cents at the bag sale, so my profit was $11.48. I sold a Lane Bryant green mini skirt that was a size 28. Took a best offer of $10 plus $3.99 shipping. I also got that for 25 cents at a bag sale, and my profit was $7.48 after fees and discounts and everything. I sold, this is all on Saturday, a pair of men's Levi's 511 skinny jeans, dark wash, size 32 by 32. The smaller Levi's typically will sit a little bit longer. I think I had these up for a little over a month. But I took a best offer of $14 plus $5.99 shipping. And all my jeans, I charge $5.99 shipping, and I ship the majority of them in a flat rate envelope from the USPS. And if you guys want to see how I do shipping, give me a comment, and I'll do a shipping video. I might just do one anyway because I don't have a ton of viewers yet, but it's interesting because everybody does shipping differently. So you glean stuff from everybody, and then you figure out what works for you. And I love that about this business is this is your business. So whatever you learn from each person, you can say, oh, that'll work for me. And no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that, but I do want to do that they do. So you can pick up stuff from everybody and just kind of figure out what works best. So the Levi's cost me 60 cents. I got those in Portland when I went to the bins in January. And my profit was $10.96. And then the last thing I sold was a Carter's, was a Carter's blue, a blue fluffy blanket it was like a hooded blanket with a puppy dog hood on it. And I got it at a bag sale at the Wayfair or the thrift store for 36 cents. And I sold it for $19.47 plus $2.99 shipping. My profit was $15.39. So my goal is to profit between $10 and $15 after fees and everything like that. I don't always, but that's kind of my goal, and I'm getting pretty close to that. So it'll average out over, this stuff that sells for cheap, and then I'll hopefully get some stuff that'll sell better. So on Sunday Sunday started really great. I sold all my, within the first half of the day, I had sold 5 things. I was like, oh, this is going to be an awesome day. And then nothing the rest of the day. It was totally dead. So I only sold 4 things on Sunday. I sold so my total gross sales for Sunday was $73.21. I'd love to do $100 a day. I was doing 100 plus a day in December, and then every month is just every month has gone down a little bit more, which is fine. This is the name of the game. This is the business. It's a gamble. So I sold a Guess Jeans halter top. It was red. It had ruched sides on it. Total junior top medium. I took, it sold at asking price for $14.39. It was on sale plus $2.99 shipping. I paid 25 cents at the bag sale. So my total profit was $11.99. I like that. I sold a pair of Columbia Bermuda shorts, size 16. I took a best offer of $10 plus $2.99. They were 25 cents as well, so my profit was $7.15. I did an experiment where I went to the dollar store after Valentine's Day and I bought up a whole bunch of the Valentine candy when it was 75% off, and I bundled it and I put together lots and put them on eBay, and they are selling. Yes, people, People still want Valentine candy after Valentine's Day, and they pay a lot for it. So I had 3 sets of 2 bags each of little heart candy rings. I sold all 3 of them, all 3 sets, to one person for $12.93 plus $4.77 shipping. I paid $1.50 for all of them. So my profit was $5.88, but still, people are buying candy. So this was totally just one of those. I wonder if this will work. And yeah, the candy is selling. It's pretty weird. Anyway, and I got them from the dollar store for $0.25 each. It's amazing what people will buy. A lot of times you're like, would somebody really buy this? And yeah, people buy it. Like, it's crazy. You'll learn like what's going to sell for you. And this, this whole year is going to all be about what am I going to sell and how am I going to sell it? And each person will figure that out too. Okay. I sold a Roxy brand little terry cloth short sleeve zip hoodie that had like a floral pattern on it. Like a tropical floral pattern, and it sold for $13.92 plus $3.99 shipping. My total profit was $11.14. I also got that at the bins in Portland for 60 cents. So that was Sunday, not a super hot day. Then yesterday actually was a really good day. My gross sales were $129.36, which is great. And I just had consistent sales all day long, which was nice. I love hearing the cha-ching on my phone. It's so great. And if you start doing this business, like that's like the best sound in the world. Like, something sold. So it's awesome. I sold the first thing I sold in the morning was a vintage Maggie London, long, straight, stretchy, black velvet, crushed velvet. Actually, no, it wasn't crushed. It was stretch velvet dress, sleeveless, and it had like the sheer center part, and I bought it at one of our local thrift stores for like $3.50. It sold for $17.47 plus $5.99 shipping because it was a little heavier. And so my total profit was $13.73 off that dress, and it did sit in my store for about 3 months. I bought it back in December, and it just kind of sat, and I just gradually kind of lowered the price little bit by little bit. So I'm glad I sold it. And it's a really pretty dress too. I sold a pair of Chico's So Slimming black jeans in excellent condition, size 8. They sold for $15.47 plus $5.99 shipping. I paid $1.50 for them at one of my local thrift stores at half off. And they brought me a profit of $10.81. I sold a Nick and Zoe knit top. It was like a plum, and it had like a faux wrap with buttons down the side and some ruching. Really cute. Not for me, but it was very nice, and it was a size medium. It sold for, I took a best offer of $13.50 plus $3.99 shipping. I paid 25 cents for it at a bag sale, and so my profit was $11.26. So far, so good. I sold a pair of Little Girls Revolution ballet shoes that I found brand new at the Portland bins when I was there. So 60 cents for that item. Took a best offer of $10 plus $2.99 shipping. My total profit was $7.93. I sold a Caslon brand, which is not like the best brand, but the top was really cute. And it was a bird pattern, and it was sheer and high-low type cut. Button front, and I sold it. I took a best offer of $7 plus $1.99 shipping. I paid 60 cents for it at the bins, and my profit was $4.41. But again, I paid 60 cents, so that's still the profit margin. Still good. I sold a pair of men's Levi's 505 straight, dark wash, in really good shape. They were $29.32s, again smaller. I had them up for about a month. They sold for $19.01. I took a best offer of $19.01 plus $5.99 shipping, and I paid 60 cents at the bins for them, and my profit was $15.38. I also sold a pair of Liz Claiborne red Cosette style, so they're high-waisted, like crop pants, just cotton, and they were size 10. I took a best offer of $5. Again, I've had them up for a couple months, so I was happy to sell them. $5 plus $3.99 shipping. I paid 33 cents for them at a bag sale, and my profit was $3.69. Finally, this is my last item that sold, was on auction. It's been on auction for like 2 months. This was one of those items. You're gonna buy items and you're gonna be like, I don't know if this will sell. It might, and then it'll sit and sit and sit. So I have several things on auction that I bought like when I was first starting and I wasn't sure what was gonna sell. And it's called Volcom, which is like a skater brand. It's a junior girls hoodie, striped, and it's a size small. So I mean, like everything, one junior, size small, Volcom, like it's not the best brand. I have had it in my store forever. Finally sold on auction yesterday for $3.99. Thank you. It is gone. And it's heavy. Like I charge $5.99 shipping because it goes into a padded flat rate, which cost me $6.30 to ship it. But I was happy to see it go. I probably paid, I think I got it at the Everett bins, the Goodwill outlet. And I think I probably paid about $1 for it. So my profit was only $1.19. I don't care. It was either that or I was just going to redonate it anyway. So I'm happy to see it go and get rid of it. So those were my sales the last 3 days, and I'm happy with that and content. I mean, again, I do this part-time, so I don't expect to see these big, huge sales that resellers that do this full-time are doing. And when I say part-time, I mean, I probably put on average, or put in average about 2 to 3 hours a day doing eBay. And that's not all in one chunk. This is like, I am a mom of 5 kids at home. This is broken up throughout my day. So in the morning after my quiet time, you know, before all the kids wake up and everything starts, I might package up a couple things, or I might go on and finish a couple listings. And then mid-morning when, you know, after the kids are in school and I just have 1 or 2 kids at home and I have an hour to sit at the computer, I'll do some drafts. And then typically what I do is I try to do like an hour and a half of doing photos at one time. So I'll have a whole pile of things that I do photos of, and then I put them into a giant Costco bag. And once they're all photoed, and then I have all the photos on my phone, then I bring that bag upstairs and I list when I can. So I'll just grab something out of the bag, I'll do a draft, you know, and I'll put it away, and then I do the next thing. And so once I have the drafts done, then I can go on my phone and I can upload all the pictures. And then once all the pictures are up, they're pretty much ready to go. And then every day I try to list like 10 items. So I'll go in to look at my drafts that are and then I'll complete like 5 or 10 of them at a time. So every day I'm listing, even though I may not be photoing every day and drafting every day and, you know, all of that stuff. And this is you know, it's going to work differently for everybody. It's going to look differently for everybody because everybody has a different life and does things their own way. So find the best way that works for you. If you like seeing what sold, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, what you're interested in. I'd like to do a farm tour of my little farm because I'm a thrifty farm mama, and so I want you guys to see like what my farm looks like. It's kind of cool. Although it is winter and nothing's growing, but still, it's pretty neat. So I'm going to head to the post office and maybe the thrift store, and I will talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great day, and blessings to you all.